Okay, I'm going to stick with the British names now. He won a world title. He lost it years early. He had won the British and European Commonwealth titles, and he hounded quite correctly a guy called Ricky Hatton to try and get a fight year after year after year after year. Anyway, turned pro back in 1997. Now, between June 2000 and May 2008, he was unbeaten and stopped or knocked out 17 of the 21 men that he took care of, winning a world title in the middle there against a good fighter and making good defences. He's not fought since August of last year, but he's about to climb back in the ring. Please welcome to the BBC London 94.9 show, for I think the first time on this show, Junior Witter. Junior.
How are you doing?
Yeah, fantastic, Junior. First of all, I think this is the first time you've been with me here. Tell me about this return to the ring. I won't say comeback, return to the ring.
Yeah, I'm looking to get back out in December. Mick's been working on a few things. He's down at the WC convention this weekend, tying some new plans up, and hopefully have an announcement in the next 2 weeks of exactly who, where and when.
Well, that'd be fantastic. Now, Junior, where have you been since last August? I mean, not that you didn't deserve a break, but where have you been?
In a world of trouble. In a world of torment, I should say.
Over that last defeat?
No, not really.
Okay.
Really and truly, I boxed that fight. My elbow went. I couldn't win it with one hand.
Of course not.
And I don't really think I did myself a disservice in the performance I gave, considering the situation I was in.
Sure.
But I can't make the weight anymore.
Okay, so
and that drained me as well.
You are going to be welterweight now?
I definitely am, yeah.
Definitely going to be a welterweight, okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I ended up had a game of football and snapped my cruciate ligament.
Oh, you're joking?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So that's why you've been out so long, because the cruciate's a 12-month gig. It
is, and it's a long, annoying.
Can't do a thing. You can't even step on it for weeks and weeks and weeks.
I was on crutches. It's ridiculous. I had my operation in January when it snowed and the ice was out. So I was in the house for a month, going out of my mind. Finally got out, had to learn how to walk. In the correct motion, the correct way of doing it, which just felt silly. But got through that. Got through the rest of it, got back into my training, slowly working back up, and now I'm fit, I'm ready, and I'm ready to go.
Now, I think we spoke about a year ago, just after that fight, just after the losing the world title to the vacant world title fight against Devin Alexander, lost it to Tim Bradley. The vacant, after the Devin Alexander fight, and I said to you, Junior, there's plenty of kids at domestic level, and I think then you were looking elsewhere, maybe looking to get back into, as would have been easily the case back then. What about now? Has your opinion changed? You want to sort of try and head straight for that world mix, moving up to welterweight, or are you thinking some domestic welters?
Well, I'm looking at domestic welters and I'm thinking, well, I'm not going to fight Kel, because Kel was my training partner. Yeah, so that's out of the question. And I look at welterweight, there's Craig Watson, good fight. I could take that. I look at the Commonwealth title. Champion, what's it called now? Champion.
John O'Donnell.
No, not John O'Donnell.
And I think it is. Yeah, I'm not. Let me just think. I know. And the one that is the odd one out there, and it's a strange one. And don't laugh at it. You know what I'm going to say is Matthew Hatton, the European champion. How bizarre is that one?
It's one of the.
Denton.
It's weird. It's weird to think when I think about it. I'm saying it, but it's definitely a fight I second. I'd expect to do that within a few rounds.
Well, in all fairness, you're probably also in their camp is the Commonwealth champion Denton Vassell. I thought
that's it.
Yeah, Denton Vassell, of course, who is another one of the Hatton fight. I mean, I find that would be really odd. But hey, listen, if they're genuine, they're out there, and they're available fights that then boost you on, they'd be ideal to take.
Yeah, we are looking at them, and we're checking his options. John Ingle,
of course,
brilliant at his job. And I just think they're working on different things. They're working on different levels. Mick's gone away at this WC convention. Basically, I'm not interested still in coming back and just being a domestic level fighter. So I want to get back on the world scene.
Yeah,
but
you would admit after a 15, 16, 17 month break and at a new weight that you do need some sort of decent stopgap fight. It's no good blowing out a bum in. You know what I'm saying? You're a big boy. No good blowing out someone in 2 rounds. You haven't got the time, and you haven't got the you haven't got.
I've got the interest in that.
Yeah, you haven't got the interest all the time. So I mean, Vassell, Hatton, I mean, I think they're good fights. I mean, excuse me, I think they're decent fights. They're good fights for you.
I'd take Vassell. I'd take Hatton. Yeah, I mean, I see Vassell as a real easy stepping stone.
Yeah.
I see Hatton as an easy stepping stone. But I just want someone who's ready at WBC at the same time. That's going to give me that leap to get that world title shot.
Sure. Although you never know with that, the WBC do love the European champion. Matthew's got himself in a good position. I think he's looking over at the WBA as well, because Ricky's still got some stuff there. The bottom line is, Junior, and the good news is you will be back after the cruciate ligament. Your head's in the right place, hopefully in December somewhere if Mick can sort it out.
Mick's promised me he's going to get something sorted. I got faith in that something will be sorted. I'll be back. I'll be back destroying people, doing what I do best. Junior,
listen, it's a pleasure having you on the show, because you and I go back an awful long way. Junior Witter there. Thanks very much, Junior. Absolute pleasure. Junior Witter coming back as a welter. Now,